Our helicopter pilot doing a good job, Bob, patrolling over Toronto. Beautiful night. Maple Leaf Gardens, one of those buildings we're looked at from the sky.
A little night flying of the chopper above us. Everything working all right up there, but down here, it's not working all that great for the Maple Leafs. And another penalty has been called with 6:20 remaining. The referee, McCrary, has made the slashing sign, and it's against Toronto, I do believe.
Well, you want to know who scored the last goal at the other 5 original 6 arenas? John Rattel, Greg Jolly, a bit of a surprise. Mike Gartner scored a lot of goals. Adam Oates, Andrei Kovalenko, and will it be Bob Probert? 6:20 to go. And he right now has scored the last NHL goal in this building. Penalty to Gary Volk as he cuffed Reed Simpson, who's got 2 goals for the Hawks. And there's Mr. Probert. And there's the sign that tells you all you want to know about how many more games are going to be in this building, at least in the NHL. The St. Mike's Juniors will play here. Bill Waters' lacrosse team, the Toronto Rock, will play here. And I'm sure they'll have other events. They're going to keep the building open for 2 years, try to make a financial go of it, then decide what to do. The Leafs will practice here when they can't practice at the Air Canada Centre. So hopefully they'll find a way to make it a profitable building, even though it doesn't house the NHL any longer.
Reed Simpson has 2 goals and an assist in this hockey game to spearhead Chicago.
Well, they're going to have a big parade next Friday and take the banners, the goals, and much of the memorabilia down to the Air Canada Centre in a flashy parade down Yonge Street at noon on Friday.
Chicago power play leading 6-2. Gilmore back deep in his own zone with 6 minutes left in the 3rd period. Toronto forechecking a little bit, trying to kill off this penalty. Carlin was upended, the crowd calling for a penalty again, but the play will go on. So will Chicago. Emerson tucked it back, and a long high shot by LaFlamme. Gloved away from the net. Monty gave it to LaFlamme again. His shot blocked. And Yuskevich lifting a high one away. 5:30 left. That's all. And a 4-goal lead by the Blackhawks. 2-0 after the first and 3-2 at the end of the 2nd period. Simpson, Daze, and Probert scoring for Chicago here in the 3rd. Chelios backed up outside the line. Chicago power play, 45 seconds left on it. So they are just in cruise control. Pass off a skate. Chelios was moving it up, and he kept it in. Chicago player Probert dumped. Chelios the shot. Another one for him coming up. There it is, the pass. A dandy it was too. And White thought for sure Chelios would shoot it. Todd White was wide open, and Chelios put it on the tape, and he just wasn't ready. After this game, we'll get a chance to look at Ed Jovanovski and his new dudes in Vancouver as the Boston Bruins are in there to play the Canucks. And that game is part 2 of our doubleheader coming up on this Saturday night. And there is the brand new building where the Leafs will play their first game against the Canadiens next Saturday.
Well, here's a comparison of the 2 buildings. You can see the Air Canada Centre, about 3,000 more. Boy, am I glad to see they have 54 washrooms. They only have 25 here. You got to line up and tape your hands to get in. 6 elevators, Bob. That'll be good for you and I. And 1,020 club seats. We'll never experience those, but they say the broadcast facility is perfect at the new rink.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Sure is for you and I. And there is the linesman Dan McCourt talking to Dr. Leith Douglas. George Armstrong's nephew, Dan McCourt, a Sudbury native, and he's going to continue despite the fact he got hit with that shot before it went into the Leaf bench. I'm sure the officials Our Scampanella, McCourt, and McCreary are equally thrilled that they got the assignment to do the last game in Maple Leaf Gardens. We often forget that they're great athletes and they like to be part of ceremonies and games like this one.
And McCourt just took a look up at the clock, checking the time and the penalty. He sees 2 seconds left. So he's ready for any call. Volk is out of the box, on the ice again. Chicago attacking again, right through the crease area. It's knocked loose and away from Joseph. Toronto up to center, Sundin. To the line, going in, dropped it back. And Domi went off stride, hitting Olczyk. And he got a pass up across center ice. Hard tapped it away. Chicago is offside in that play. Only 3:53 remaining.
This is the climate. MotoMaster works here. If the weather around here had its way, some days you'd never even get started. That's why MotoMaster offers a line of climate-proven batteries, including our top-of-the-line Eliminator. With 1,000 cold cranking amps, Eliminator will start your car even in the most severe conditions. And it's backed by an 84-month comprehensive warranty. This is the brand. This is the climate. MotoMaster works here.
Open the door, please. Open it now.
Jack! Open the door!
Artificial intelligence at its finest? Or an all-new Odyssey? Yes. A minivan of monolithic proportions? Or an all-new Odyssey? Yes.
Brian Conacher in his Leaf sweater and Eddie Shack. Brian Conacher, of course, a former Leaf and formerly the building manager here at Maple Leaf Gardens. And Eddie Shack managed people who played in this building on a regular basis, as I recall. Conacher was always a smoothie, wasn't he?
3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third period. In this final game at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. And the Leafs are down to the Chicago Blackhawks. 6-2. An impressive night for Chicago. Out 2-0. They scored quickly early. Fired it on the boards and got the puck out near center. Berard bringing it in. Berard feeding it ahead to Sundin. Sundin centered it, going getting a rough ride in front of the net. The referee is about to call a penalty, I'm sure, on Chicago, with Thomas knocked down and behind the goal and a bit to the right of Thibault. He's okay, getting up slowly, however. Penalty coming up.